Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Gameburger podcast. Welcome to episode 2. If you missed it on the first one, my name is Sebastian Gameburger, and I'm joined again by my old friend MJ from Legendary Modern Gaming. How are you doing, brother?
Hey man, yeah, I'm doing very good. Well, I was kind of sick the last few days. I'm still not feeling well, so if you hear me coughing in between, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, other than that, it's okay.
Okay, take it easy. Hope you feel better soon. Hope you got to play a lot of video games in the bed.
Yeah. Of course. No, I was really sick, but no, there's only so much sleeping that you can do, before you get the back pains and everything. You have to get out of bed too sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's dive right in. Let's
Yes.
start. What have we been doing lately? What have you been playing? What have you bought recently?
Yes.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, man. What I bought recently is the game that I was waiting for such a long time already. I saw so many videos, and it's one of my favorite horror game series ever. And that's Silent Hill F. I finally got it, bro. And
Nice.
yeah, it's
It's been so long since there was a new Silent Hill.
yeah, true. Of course, like 11 months ago, they released the Silent Hill 2 remake, which was amazing. I really enjoyed that. But this one is a whole new game in the Silent Hill franchise, and it's the first one to not be in Silent Hill. I think it's in Japan, so it's a completely different setting. But I've always been like so intrigued by Japan, and whenever they put Japan in games, it's always a win for me. So yeah, and I don't know what it is with these Japanese guys, but they can make scary games even more scarier. It's the whole setting, the monsters, the eeriness. They can do that so much better than Americans. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think I'm like almost finished, or at least I feel I'm almost finished. I solved a lot of puzzles, beat a lot of bad guys, but yeah, it's amazing. Really, I love it. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's an amazing
Very
game.
nice.
It's it's already a 10 out of 10 for me. Really.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, no, I saw that it's indeed in a setting in Japan. I love that Japanese setting, as you say. Like, it's much more psychological horror. Like, American horror is often just very graphic, and this is psychological. You're thinking about it more than you actually see.
Yeah, and it's the music, it's the setting. It's not like they overwhelm you with monsters. Sometimes they do, but most of the times it's the fear. It's the fear of what's not there. Then the monster is right in front of you. And same like the other Silent Hill games. She's also dealing with some internal struggles, and that's why sometimes she's from the normal world alternating into this like dream world craziness that we know from Silent Hill. That's still exactly the same. The fog, of course, which is typical for Silent Hill games. Their whole small village is covered in fog, and of course that's where the monsters come. When the monsters come, everywhere is like red flowers, which are very beautiful, but in the game it's not a beautiful thing, because if
It's
you
like
see red
creepy.
flowers,
You know
you
things
know
are gonna go down.
yes, definitely. So
Nice.
yeah, I've been playing that a lot in between other games. This came out, I shoved everything aside, put Silent Hill in, and yeah, been enjoying it a lot.
Sometimes it happens. You just have a new release and you just have to instantly.
Yeah,
This is my jam for the next few weeks.
I
Can you
had
t-
to.
can you tell me? I don't know if it's a spoiler. I don't know if you even know. What does the F stand for?
That's something I also really don't know. What could it be? Fantastic, fear. I have no idea. They also say if you have that F and you turn it around, it looks like a dagger. So yeah, I don't know. There's no explanation actually from the developers about that F. It's like a whole big mystery, and they say yeah, it's open to own interpretation. So for me, yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Okay, no, because I couldn't find anything. I was like, well, maybe if you play the game, it's revealed to you eventually in the game,
Yeah,
and then it might be a spoiler, of course. But okay,
yeah.
whatever. It's a letter. Let's move on.
Yeah. For me now, it's still a letter. Maybe when
Okay.
I finish the game, I can let you guys know if the F really stands for something. But for me now, no, not really. I have no idea.
Okay, cool. So that's your first pickup.
Yes.
Actually, as far as pickups go, I don't have anything to show you. Lately, I've been waiting for things to come in the mail. Nothing has arrived yet.
Yeah.
As like I have a bunch of new games, so I can't show them yet. I can tell you about them though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the first thing I bought that's on the way right now is Final Fantasy Tactics.
Nice.
This is a remake of the PlayStation 1 game, now in HD. It came out I think on my birthday last week on September 30th. So it's on the way right now. I used to love this game. It's one of the game. It never really came out in Europe. It's one of the games I imported back in my teens from the US.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's one of those games that was really special to me at the time because I like really made an effort to buy it, imported it, and I lost it, and now I finally get to buy it back and play it again. So I'm very much looking
nice.
forward to that.
I can imagine.
Remember last week when we talked, you talked about Mario and Rabbids, which I'll bring up
Yes.
later. It's a little bit like a tactics game like that. Like you play on a board, you move your characters around.
Okay. So actually, it could be something that I would also like, right?
Like I know you're not that much into RPGs and JRPGs, but if you liked the tactics game, this is like a JRPG slash tactics game.
Yeah, yeah,
It still has that medieval fantasy setting with knights and all that kind of stuff. Of course, it's still Final
yeah, yeah.
Fantasy, but it's not like just turn based. Stand on one side, and monsters on the other. Take your turns. It's like you're on
Okay.
a board, you move around, and then you can choose for yourself how to upgrade your characters, what they should be. Should they be a thief? Should they be a knight? Should they be a healer, a white mage, a black mage, a summoner? Like all these different roles. It's one of the things about that game that I really like is you have a lot of customization options because you can just pick yourself how your team has to be. If you want to go around with 5 black mages and just blow everything up and no healer, do whatever you want in that game, and
That's nice.
that's
It
pretty cool.
sounds good. It sounds very interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I know it's not really your kind of genre, but if you want to dip your toes in, it's definitely a recommendation. It's
Okay, man. Thanks for the tip.
it's an all-time classic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. I'll put it on my list, my ever-growing list.
Okay,
Well,
go.
one of the other games that I got recently was Beholder. It's like a Metroidvania game. And yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Callum from Retro Ghetto because he was playing this game in his videos, and yeah, I really was blown away by it. I thought, it looks like such a different game, like a challenge. Sometimes you see a game and then you're thinking, man, I wanna play this game, get good, and finish it. Because he was having a really hard time in the game playing it, and I thought, nah, maybe I can do that better. Yeah, right. I think I died so many times, but it's from a small developer actually, and it's so good. You're playing like a barbarian, and then gradually you get more skills. Where you get like a claw, so you can stick onto the wall. You get different weapons. You get like a double jump. You can also like throw a platform and then press the button again. Like you throw a platform, and wherever you press the button again, that's where the platform will stay.
But right,
So
cool.
yeah, so it's awesome. I can definitely recommend this game. It was not very expensive, like 22 euro, and yeah, it's definitely one I've been playing in between Silent Hill, trying to get further in the game.
Very
So
nice.
yeah,
I saw it. I took a look at it. I love the retro aesthetics of it. It
yeah,
looks very cool, like very 8-bit, 16-bit type
yes.
graphics.
It's like NES and NES hard. Definitely. You remember how difficult those games were back in the day? This is really a real throwback.
Oh, I was thinking about picking it up, but I saw that the Switch version that I was at was kind of expensive, like over
Yeah,
40, which for a little
exactly.
game like that, I think is a little bit pushing it. But
Yeah.
if I see it on sale, I'm definitely going to grab it. I actually, when I saw that, it reminded me of a game that I have that I want to recommend you, and that's Agalus. If you see it, it's. Do you remember the Wonder Boy series on
Yeah.
Sega Master System?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Those were great.
It's very much like it has that kind of graphic. It's a little bit more cutesy than Beholder, but the gameplay is very similar. Like same thing. You're like a knight. You're jumping. It's all Metroidvania. It's super hard, which
Yeah,
makes it
yeah.
even worse that it looks so cutesy because you think, oh, this game is for kids. No, it's definitely not. It just looks like
No.
that.
Okay.
So if you like Beholder, this is definitely one I'm going to recommend to you. It's often on sale for like $2 on the Nintendo Store, even because that's where I originally played it. I bought it for like nothing. I thought it was so cool, and then I saw a physical copy, so I grabbed that too, just to
Of
have it in the
course.
collection.
Always better to get the physical, right?
Definitely.
but Actually, for me, with Beholger, it's the same because I saw Callum from Retro Ghetto. He was playing it, and he got like the special edition from for the Switch. But I was looking for that version, but for me, it was also a bit expensive. I think it was like 70 to get here. I said,
Yeah.
no, I'm not gonna pay for that. And then I saw a cheaper version, a PS4, just a standard version. I thought, let me get that one because for me, it's only about the game. Just the base game is fine. So I got it for like 20, a lot cheaper.
Yeah, I think we'll get into that a little bit later here on in the show about prices that are going insane. I saw that special edition. I think it was €70. I'm sure it's worth it if you think about all the extras you get, but just the game itself, I'm like, this is like a very small, at least in
Yeah,
my eyes, it's kind of a small side game. It's not like a main thing that I'd pay that much for. So I get you totally.
exactly. Yeah, I was also not gonna pay like 70 euro for this. 20 is like a nice price for this. It's fun, but for me, no, definitely not worth 70 euro. That's like a full price double A game nowadays. So yeah.
Very, very fair. I totally agree. Okay, so what I'm again, nothing in my hands right now, but what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for Trials in the Sky first chapter. I think I mentioned this on the last show, but first of all, I have to apologize to you. People don't know this because they never saw it, but when we recorded our first episode, I started editing it, and then the first part I had it fully edited, and I thought I had saved it, and then I took the unedited piece, and I was like, okay, this can go. I deleted it, and poof, the whole part was gone.
Gone.
So the whole first part of our conversation last time just went straight into the toilet.
2 hours, 3 hours talking, flush it down the toilet. Nah,
Yeah,
it can happen, dude.
I mean, it was the first episode. Things happen. I'm sure things will happen more, but this one mistake will never happen again.
It's all like a learning process, right? It could have happened to me too, actually. You've edited the video, you think, okay, done. Okay, now the old one can go. And then suddenly everything is gone.
Yeah, I'm still learning this editing software, but we'll get there. We'll get.
We'll get there, of course.
So, Charles in the Sky. It's a series that's been going on, I think, for over 20 years. There's all kinds of spin-off mini-series, like there's Trials in Daybreak, Trials in the Sky. I don't even remember all the names, but it's one of the biggest RPG series ever, especially in Japan. And only a few of them have ever come over to the US and to Europe. And now they started over with a remake of the very, very first game. I've never played any of the other ones, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, nice.
I bought it personally. I bought it on the Switch because that's usually what I do. And I have to say one good thing, like it's on the Switch 1, and then you can buy an upgrade for the Switch 2, but
Oh, yeah.
the upgrade for like 60 FPS, 4K, whatever, is $1, which I think is very, 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 very fair.
Yeah, that's very fair. If I were you, I would get that upgrade too. Definitely.
Yeah, so I bought the Switch 1 version, so I can play it on the Switch 1 if I ever would want to, and then I can play it on the Switch 2 just with the upgrade for $1. Like, I know that there's a lot of companies right now who are giving upgraded versions and they charge a lot for it, but $1,
Yeah.
okay, that's very, very reasonable.
Yeah, they charge sometimes, what is it, 10, 15 for an upgrade. And yeah, when $1 is like really fair.
Yeah,
I would get that too.
I think the HD upgrade for Breath of the Wild, for example, on Nintendo, I think it's $20. And then
Yeah.
there's the other Zelda game, also $20. I'm like, that's a lot.
Yeah, I saw that. But if you have the Nintendo Online, I think the upgrade for Breath of the Wild, I think that's free if you have Nintendo Online.
Yeah, but only if you have the expanded Nintendo Online, the more expensive one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I also upgraded my Nintendo Online to be able to play all the other platforms that they offer too, like Sega, which I really enjoy.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I
Yes,
always love it when I start it up and you hear Sega. That brings back so many memories.
I miss Sega as a hardware developer. They were so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Actually, but that's funny that you mentioned that because along with Trials, the first chapter, to get the minimum, to get free delivery, I added another game to the shipment, which is Sonic and Sega All Star Racing on the PlayStation 3. If you
nice.
know, there's a new Sonic Crossworlds racing game out right now,
Yeah.
like as a rival to Mario Kart World. And I was not really looking for another racing game, but I heard that the Sega All Stars one is actually the best one in the series.
Yeah, that one's good.
And for the few dollars extra, so that I could get the free shipping, I was like, oh, let's add this to the package.
Yeah, that's a good move because I can remember that that's a very nice game. I got it too. I played it a lot back in the day. I think I even got the PS3 version, and I also got the Wii U version of it. And the new Sonic Kart Racing, I would also like to get that, because it looks so good. And even though I really like Mario Kart World, it's never a bad thing to have another one to play, right?
Right. No, I'll pick that up at some point. But right now prices are so high. Happy like to me, Sonic and Sega All Stars, I know it's a PlayStation 3 game, but I've never played it before. To me it's a new game. And let's face it, kart racers are not like a genre where graphics are all that important to begin with.
No, 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 you're right. Not so much. It helps. I mean, it looks nice. I really like how Mario Kart World looks, but it's the same fun, right?
Yeah, but like if you compare Mario Kart World to Mario Kart 8, I don't really see much of a difference in graphics. Do you? I mean, you bought the game.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, the first time I started it up, Mario Kart World, I was blown away by how good it looks. But the more you play, and also if you do the free ride where you just free roaming, then you see it looks nice, but there's not so much to do, right? You have these challenges, these P switches, get from here to point B in a certain amount of time, or get through the enemies like this. No, other than that, it's nice that the world is so big, but it's all like connected now, right? You drive
Yeah.
from here to there, and before it was like a set course. They changed that up, and it's different, but I still like it. It's also a game lately that I've been playing a lot on my Switch, like in handheld mode. Most of the times I'm playing here in the living room on the big screen. But what I really love about the Switch, I had the Switch Lite first, which was purely handheld, and now I have the Switch 2, so I can play here. And then when I'm like, I'm done sitting in the living room, I want to go upstairs, lay in bed, relax with my Switch, I can just take it up. And then upstairs, I like to play like for an hour or something, Mario Kart World online, trying to beat everyone. But online, it's a difficult thing. Everyone's is so good. Every time I'm like 10 plays, 12 plays, 14 plays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's the two biggest things about Mario Kart World. It's open world, which I've
yeah,
heard good and bad things about. Like I guess in a way it's cool. I've also heard people complain that it's a little bit of an empty world. I guess
yeah.
after you're done with the challenges, it's kind of just driving around and there's nothing else to do. I've heard complaints about that. But the biggest thing, of course, is the online, and that I think it's 24 players that can play at the same time now.
Yeah, that's like total chaos, and
Wow.
that's actually quite fun, because sometimes you have like such a good feeling. You're third place or fourth place, and you're going towards first, and then you get a red shield, and then you get a boomerang, and then, then you get a green shield. Yeah, and then there's also these NPCs
Yeah.
throwing fireballs on you, or dinos walking around. Yeah, it's a crazy game. In this game, it's much harder to get first place, really. In Mario Kart 8, I got first place a lot. But in Mario Kart World, for me, it's kind of hard to get in the top five.
Yeah, I can imagine because the whole thing about Mario Kart is the items,
Yeah,
and what already happened in Mario Kart 8 is that once you get hit by one item,
yeah.
it's like you're stuck
It's
there,
like
and then
dominoes.
yeah, stuck exactly, and then you're last place. So I can only imagine how that is if there's 24 people shooting stuff left, right, and center. It must be
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy, but it's also fun.
Yeah, it's like one of those games. Don't take it too seriously. I don't
No,
know if there's so many people that play it competitively online for serious. It's more one of those games, I guess, you just play it with friends for the fun of it, and whatever place you finish.
exactly. Yeah, that's also exactly the way I play it. Even I get 15 plays, whatever. I just keep playing. It's a fun pick up and play game for half an hour. So yeah, I play that a lot lately upstairs before going to bed. Nice little chaos before sleeping.
Cool, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, the other pickup, I haven't picked it up yet. Again, it's in the mail. That I ordered is Dishonored 2, and I immediately also picked up the definitive edition of Dishonored 1.
nice.
In the last episode, I talked to you about how I played Dishonored. It's a game that I just randomly popped in my PlayStation 3. I just one day put the PlayStation 3 back on, grabbed one of the games. Like I built a small collection. I haven't actually played nearly any of them. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
this looks cool. Let's try it. I was shocked at what a great game it was.
yeah. It's really awesome.
Like I just randomly put it in, and I was like, "Oh my god, this game is amazing! I loved it." What you just said about Silent Hill, that's what happened to me. I put that game in, and I just played it from beginning to end. I didn't play anything else. I just had to play this game, and I
Yeah,
did the
yeah.
whole thing.
I never finished it actually, the first one, but I remember I came quite far, and then yeah, of course the inevitable happened that you have so many games laying around. You know, I got distracted, but I need to go back to it. I have the PS4 version, the definitive edition. I think I also bought the second one like for very cheap. So it's a series I definitely have to get back into because I remember just what you said. I picked it up, I put it in, and I just kept playing and playing. You know, this world and these abilities that you have, it's so cool. And you can play it your own way, right?
Yes,
You can
exactly.
sneak, you can go guns blazing, whatever you want.
For
Remember
the
stuff.
people who don't know, Dishonored, the biggest thing I can compare it to is Hitman. You're like an assassin, and you're trying to
Yeah,
get through the level, and you basically have total freedom to get from point A to point B. As long as you kill your target or get to your target and do what you need to do, you have complete freedom. Except
exactly.
this is in first person mode, so it's more like a first person shooter, except you're not actually shooting anyone. Well, you can, but you're not really
Yeah,
supposed to. You're
yeah.
supposed to be stealthy and be an assassin. Now, if you want to, you can go guns blazing, but that's not really what the game is meant to be played.
No,
So I
no.
loved sneaking, and you can teleport up to balconies and onto the roof, and from the roof you go into an open window, and then
For the
you'll
sewers, it's
through this.
also
Yeah, you can possess like even animals, so you can possess a rat, and then you can go
yeah.
through the storm drain to go
That was
get
so
through
cool.
there.
The first time I did that, I was like, "What is this? This is so awesome!" You
Like
can
one
teleport and then
yeah.
you just walk through the sewer
No,
like a
like
bat.
one of the last levels, I possessed a fish and then swam through a storm drain as the fish, and then came out the other
Wow.
side. I'm like, this is so
That's
cool.
really awesome. And if you
So
think about it, it's like a PS3, a Xbox 360 era game, right? And
yes,
you can still play it now. It's still so awesome.
lately I've been playing a lot of these games, and they're not really retro, but they're really cheap right now. It's 2 generations ago. You can buy
Yeah,
them for almost nothing, and if you haven't played these games, they're excellent.
yeah,
Like
of course.
to this day, a lot of these games are still coming out, oftentimes in remakes. So Dishonored 1
Exactly.
was excellent. I thought I want to own this game, but in a better version. I bought the Xbox One version of the Definitive Edition, which I can then play on my Xbox Series X. And I immediately also bought Dishonored 2 for like $10. It was almost nothing. Again, it's an older game. This one
Yeah,
was on
yeah.
the Xbox One. I have to play this series. I need more.
I need more. Yeah, exactly. You have like one, two, and then you have this separate one, right?
Death of the Outsider, if I'm
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's a spin-off or it's just part 3 with a subtitle.
Yeah, I think it's like a spin-off. It's also like with a different character, but yeah, I still need to get that one.
Okay, and I think I said this last time. There's also Deathloop, which very few people know is actually part of the Dishonored universe,
I
but
really didn't
like
know that.
set hundreds of years in the future. So for people who've played Deathloop, which was one of the launch titles, I think, for the PS5,
Yeah, it was.
that's actually part of it. Yeah.
I still need to play that one because I remember you mentioned that last time, and that game is so cheap now. You can pick it up for like very cheap, so maybe I'll get to it too. You were like in a time loop, right? And you need to yeah break that cycle. I think.
I didn't play that game yet, but what I understand, you're in a time loop, and the goal of the game is to murder several people, and you have one day to do it. So if you don't
Yeah,
kill all of them, the game resets, and you can try again tomorrow.
yeah, yeah,
And eventually, you learn where everyone is and at which time you can get to them, and and then you kill them all in one day. I don't know. I assume then you win the game, and that's it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what? You and me both have to figure it out.
One of these days, what we're going to do in one of the future episodes is we're going to pick a game, and both going to play it at the same time, and then we're going to talk
Oh
about
yeah,
it. That should be
that's
a
a
good.
that's a nice idea actually. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that. That's cool. Okay, for me, one of the games that I picked up lately was NBA 2K26. You know, I have history with basketball. I played basketball myself for like 7, 8 years. And it's still something I really enjoy. Nowadays, if you want to play a basketball game that's not arcadey, but really like a basketball sim, this is the way to go. I started with this series all the way back on the Dreamcast, the first NBA 2K. But you know what it is with sports games, right? You know, they have a new roster, the players go to different teams, they change a few small things, and I'm thinking like, yeah, should I buy it like this year again? It's basically the same game. But what I did in 2023, I bought the Kobe Bryant edition of 2K24.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, and a year after I got this one for my birthday, 25, and then this year I thought, yeah, who am I fooling? I'm gonna play it anyway. Yeah, so I just bought 2K26, and yeah, I've been playing it a lot. There's so much that you can do. I'm playing now the playoffs with the NBA with the ladies. Yeah, I'm playing like a playoff series with them. In the meantime, I'm playing online games. Also playing my team now. So what the thing I don't like about this game is that they really pushing this VC. Maybe VC is like the virtual currency in the game.
Yeah, that's one of the issues I have with FIFA and a lot of these sports games. That it's almost like your cash cow.
Dude, it's everywhere. You start the game up, get 10,000 VC. If you want to buy like very good characters, you can buy card packs for your my team, and then yeah, of course you can spend another 10, 15, 50 euro for VC. But I'm not doing that. I bought this game. This was already like full price, so I'm not gonna spend any more money. What I'm doing, I'm just playing my way. Pick
Yeah,
up
just casual.
these game packs while playing, and yeah, that's enough for me. And also when you play it like that, you can get nice players, and it doesn't matter if you have great players. Sometimes I'm beating teams online with all stars, like the greatest players ever, and I beat them with players that are like average in terms of their grade. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Some people really want to go all out and get and spend all their money, but for me, no. It's all about the fun of playing basketball, and to have all these different modes, it's awesome.
That's fair. I get it. If you're a big basketball fan, I mean, this is the series.
Yeah, really.
But just the thing that's been happening the last couple of years already, like pushing all these virtual currencies, especially in these online games, whether it's fighting games or sports games or even Gran Turismo, like racing games.
I really don't like that.
This is why part of why I've stopped playing these games. Like
Yeah, I
just I mean I'm just as happily play like Gran Turismo or Street Fighter back from the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4 era. Even if the online is on, that's even better because I don't get bothered by this. Please buy our shit.
I remember this meme in the past. We used to play games and then unlock our characters, and nowadays you just get your PIN card, put in your info, and then get the stuff. So yeah, I don't like the way the industry is going with this, but it doesn't matter. I bought the game, I played my way, I have fun, and this VC stuff, I don't care.
Okay, what else do I actually don't have any pickups anymore. Do you have anything left?
Oh yeah, I still have some stuff left. Actually, we were talking about VC. That's also very apparent in Street Fighter 6. Yeah, that's also a game I recently picked up again. I bought this like day one. I was so hyped for it, and then I started playing. And there's something about this game. The look and the whole pushing to buy stuff. It's so annoying. It puts me off. But the graphics look very awesome. It's still like a very awesome Street Fighter game. The fighting itself is very good. But they attach a world tour where you start out with your character and level up. But the whole vibe it's so not Street Fighter. You're going through the city and then you're beating up people, and then you can go into a shop and buy all this new clothes. I don't know. It's a style that I don't really like.
No,
So.
I have the same thing. I saw it, and I don't know. It gave me a little bit like it's too ADHD for me. Let's put it like that. Like
Yeah, that's a good word.
there's loud colors and splashes and
It's
swooshes and
loud and
things.
brash.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's exactly, and it doesn't feel like any Street Fighter before that to me. And then
To me, it feels like Street Fighter the moment you start playing. Once you start playing, you get really into the fight. Then it's like a Street Fighter. But everything around the menus, the constant asking to buy stuff, buy this, get this character. Oh, new trailer for a new character. Yeah, of course, you have to pay for it again.
yeah,
You're playing and then you see this character select screen, and then you see half of it is locked. Actually, Sagat is out, is released there, and that's one of my favorite characters. And I really want to buy it because he looks awesome and he has great moves. But then you see it's like 350 currency in the game, and it's something like €5 or €6. I'm not gonna pay that for one extra character. So again, just like basketball, I play it my own way. But yeah, I really don't like that.
Yeah, that
That's
kind of
kind of
like,
annoyed me.
especially when it's a character like Sagat, which, let's face it, Sagat has been a character in Street Fighter since 1992. He's been
He's the
in every
main
single.
character.
He's been in every single Street Fighter. Street Fighter 1, he was the final boss. They didn't even have
Yeah,
Bison in it. And this guy has to be unlocked and paid for? Come on.
yeah.
It's
But
like,
actually, Bison too, eh? It's a god. It's Bison. Really, it's crazy. My wife just got me a nice coffee, by the way, so I'm drinking it in between.
enjoy, my friend, enjoy.
So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
you
Now
go.
in that case, I'll take over. I'll talk about a game that I've been playing,
Sure.
and that is this one that you reminded me of last time, Mario and Rabbids.
Hey, nice.
When last time,
Oh yeah, I have it there too.
okay, last time you reminded me of it. The first time I played it for like maybe an hour, let's say an hour and a half, and it was interesting, but it was one of those games like I bought it, I tried it, and it's like, oh, I'll come back to it some other time.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
and now I tried it again. I was like, this time I'm going to sit down, I'm going to try it, and I have to say, the more you play, the better the game gets. It's an
Yeah, yeah,
excellent game.
definitely. The
Like
first
it's
hour is kind of weird. You're like, what is this strange cross between these two worlds? You know, actually, literally, because this whole world, the whole Mario kingdom, it gets mixed with the Rabbit's world. But yeah, the first hour you're like, what is this? You know, you're getting to learn the basics, the stuff, and then you play more, and then it's really satisfying, right? It's very
yes,
strategical.
yes,
And actually,
exactly.
kind of tough, kind of tough. You
Yeah,
know,
but
it's not a walk in the park. It's not easy.
well, the thing that made me put it away, like I said, I played it like for an hour, probably 2 years ago when I bought it. It starts out extremely basic. Like all you do, if you've ever played a strategy game before, like
Yeah,
XCOM or like the more advanced ones, like all you do is you stand behind a rock and you're aiming and shooting at people. And normally in these games, you have like a ton of abilities and strategy, but this one starts extremely simple. I guess that is to teach you the game, which is fair, but it stays a little bit too basic and too simple for too long. And you have to get
yeah,
through that one part where, to be honest, kind of boring because you're like, okay, this is the same, the same, the same. And then you reach a little bit further in the game and you unlock some abilities, and then you're like, wow, this is awesome. Like now all of a sudden I can do a whole bunch of stuff and I get different abilities, and then it's very creative. It's a very beautiful game, I have to say, for especially for a Switch
definitely.
One game.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
made it look very cool, like exactly like you said. What they do is the story of the game is the world of Mario gets mixed with the rabbits, and they do it in a very very cool way. Where like the rabbit, there's a Mario rabbit, and there's a Princess Peach rabbit, and a Luigi rabbit, and a Yoshi rabbit, and a Donkey Kong rabbit. The way you do it is you walk through these kind of dioramas, and you in these dioramas you walk from one level to the next one. They made it look very cool. You wouldn't expect it because it sounds like such a weird mashup,
Yeah,
but this is actually an excellent Switch exclusive. I highly recommend it.
yeah, me
Another
too.
one of those games that now that I actually sat down and played it, once I'd gotten past the beginning, I played it right through to the end. I think in like a week and a
Yeah,
half, it's like boom, that was it.
yeah, yeah. It's really good. But I agree with you. In the beginning, it takes way too long to let you go into the world and do it yourself. You know, in the beginning, the basics, the start of the game is like too easy. You know, it feels like a kid's game, and then suddenly it ramps up, and then it gets so difficult. Slowly but surely. But when the game shows its full potential, to me, it's really awesome. Really.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yes, yes, agreed.
Now, one of the games that I picked up recently and also have been playing a lot is Mario versus Donkey Kong on the Switch. Hey, there it is. Yeah, this is a game that's actually already for a while on my list to get, but it's too highly priced, you know. To get this for like 50 or 60, yeah, it was too much for me. So I just made it I got it in a sale. It felt like the right time now to get it. Yeah, I started playing it. I'm like in the third or fourth world. So yeah, I'm now in the fifth and kind of stuck at one of the last levels, but it's really a nice game. I really am blown away too by the visuals. It looks so good.
And and you know this is a this is a remake of the Game Boy game or the Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah, and also, but they added some extra stuff, I think, right? Or is this really like a true
I
port?
I think it's like a true port of the Game Boy Advance game.
Oh yeah,
I had the same thing. Like this one, my wife bought for me. I think she bought it last year
oh
for.
nice.
I don't remember. Might have been for Christmas. One of these, she was looking for something to get me. Very sweet of her. And she bought it for me as a surprise. To be honest, if I would have paid full price for it myself, I would have also what you have. I think it's a little bit overpriced because it's just a port of an old game,
Yeah.
and it's kind of short. It's not that long of a game,
No,
probably like
it's not so long, I think.
around 10 hours maybe. I don't think. But if you've never played it before, it is a really cool game. It's like a puzzle platformer.
Yeah.
You're trying to get the key in every level, make your way
Get
through the level.
all the gifts, all the presents.
Yes.
And I really try to finish every level by getting all the items, all the presents, everything. I always try to get every level on gold. Now I'm in like one of the last stages in level 5, I think, where you have all the mini Marios, but you have these bombs coming down and they drop on my small Mario. So I still need to figure it out. But when I was playing it, I was also not feeling well, so I was like, okay, this is for another day.
Yeah.
But it's it's awesome. It's really good.
Okay.
And
So
also, by the way, I also picked up a game which is which might be surprising for you, and that is brain training on the Switch.
yeah.
Yay! You know how I came to this? My wife saw a video on TikTok about a couple playing this together, and then you see on the screen you see birds, and then you have your Joy-Con, and then you have to press how many times you see the birds on the screen, something like that. And she said, "Hey, that's nice to play together." And I was like, you know what? I played brain training on the DS because that was like a packed-in game, I think, back in the
hmm
day.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? I didn't even know that there's a brain training on the Switch. So I just looked on Marktplaats. That's our local second-hand app in the Netherlands. So I found it very cheap, and then we still have to play it because yeah, everything is in Dutch. So I had to figure it out how to put it on English since my wife is mainly speaking English. She's doing her best to learn Dutch as much as she can. But for the moment, English is easier for her. So I was trying to figure it out. How can I put this on English? Well, I had to change the settings on my Switch. So now I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. You have to change the internal settings on the Switch.
Yes, I
I
didn't
have
know that. I was looking like where are the language options?
I have experience with that. It's a little funny story. My wife a few years ago went to Germany and she asked me, what do you want me to bring back? Oh, what do you want me to bring back? A video game, obviously. It's always a video. No, but I wanted a
Always.
But what did I want? I wanted a special German video game because she was going to Berlin, a family trip with her dad, whatever. What do you want me to bring back? Okay, I want you to bring back Autobahn Polizei Simulator. It's just
Yeah, something
a
like that.
game where you're police on the autobahn. But the cool thing for me was it's like a game that's completely in German, and it's like you go to Germany, buy a German game. And
Yeah.
she brought it back, and the game is indeed the box is completely in German. Then I put it in my Switch, and it's all in English.
No.
So yeah,
No, that's not good.
yeah,
I want German.
and it's already like it's very much like a BC level game. Like it's a bottom line, it's not a good game. I just got it because it was like you go to Germany, what do you want? Something that reminds me of Germany. So I want that one
I
game.
get that.
Doesn't matter how good the game is. It's about that it's like a collector's item. You can't get it anywhere else, as far as I know.
Yeah, yeah. And
So,
you have
but
a
it
nice memory or a
yeah,
nice thing
exactly.
attached to it. That's always nice.
So then like the voice acting is already really bad, and then to also have it in a second language that's not supposed to be the real language, which makes it even worse. I'm like, no, what do I do? Okay, then I figured out, yeah, you have to change the internal settings of your Switch to be able to get it in the language you want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I also really didn't know that, but I just googled it and then I saw I need to change the setting of the Switch. So I did, and now it's fine. So yeah, it's ready for us to play. So soon we will play some brain training together.
Is it a new game or is it a port of the old one?
It's it's like a little bit mixed. There's some challenges and some things of the original, but there's also they added some new stuff and like a two-player mode with new training stuff that you can do. What's also cool is they include like a stylus.
Cool.
That's like included with the games. Yeah, it was very cheap. If it's something that me and my wife can play together, of course I'm gonna get that. It's always nice we play something together, right?
Yeah, definitely. No, I was looking at maybe getting the other game like that, Big Brain Academy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I had that one years ago on the Wii. I really liked it, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll get that one on the Switch because yeah,
Of course, it's
it's simple
nice.
to play together. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Pick up and play.
Definitely.
Well,
Okay.
there's two more that I have.
Wait. Let me go. Let me go. Because it's not just what we
Okay,
picked up;
sure.
it's what we're playing. And what I'm playing right now is Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah,
Kingdom Hearts is an action RPG made by the creators of Final Fantasy, SquareSoft, and you play inside Disney worlds. Every
yeah.
world you play in is a level of Disney.
I played, I think, a PS2 version of this. I cannot remember the title, but I played it a bit. Yeah, so
Yes,
I know.
the original one was indeed on the PlayStation 2. I used to have that game. I remember many years ago, I played it almost to the very end. I think I was in the last level, and I don't remember what happened because it's 20 years ago, but I never finished it. Then, not too long ago, I was able to buy secondhand this PlayStation 3 version, which is a collection of the first Kingdom Hearts game and the first two spin off games.
Nice.
It's like an HD version of Kingdom Hearts 1. This seems like a good time to try it again.
Yeah, nice.
It's I have to say 20 years on now, it has a little bit of that PlayStation 2 clunk where
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the camera is not perfect and it's kind of janky and clunky, but the story and the setting, like you go to a net level and all of a sudden you're in Alice in Wonderland, or you're playing for the Tarzan movie,
Nice.
all the Disney movies, Hercules, Peter Pan, whatever it may be. It's very cute. Like it's a nice wholesome adventure. It's very low stakes. You're just like easy
Yeah, yeah.
going.
That's nice. Sounds good.
It's not. I remember back on the PlayStation 2, I thought it was amazing, and now these days, 20 years into the future, it's not that great anymore. Like the combat is kind of clunky. It's kind of just
Dated.
button mashing. It's not very advanced like games are today. But if you're just playing it for the story, then it's definitely something fun.
Okay, cool. And it's on the PS3, so I bet that you didn't pay a lot for it, right?
No, I played very little for it. I'll tell you actually what's happening. My wife is sick right now. She had a knee surgery, and she's sitting here in this room on the chair behind me because it's the most comfortable for her to put her leg up. So if she's here, I have to be somewhere else. I'm like, well, let's hook up the PlayStation 3 in the living room. I'll do that, and that's how I got started playing these old games.
Nice.
And then if I'm taking up the TV, at least she has something to watch that's a little bit interesting. Like she sees Disney and she's like, oh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah, yeah. I can imagine. Nice.
So yeah, I'll hopefully I'll finish it this time because I don't think I'll ever start for a third time.
You better finish it, bro.
If it took me 20 years to try it a second time, I don't know how old I'll be if I try it again. So I'll try and finish it this time.
Yeah, sounds good. I also lately played this one, Donkey Kong
Nice.
Bonanza. I had it laying around because I bought this one when I got my Switch. I bought this one too. I was really looking forward to it, and yeah, you got it too, right?
Yeah, I got it right here.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once I started playing, it's so good. But the thing, it's very cool that you can smash and break like almost the whole level. But in doing so, there's gold underneath the surface. And I don't know, when I'm playing, I'm like, I need to smash everything. I'm walking around smashing everything. The first part you start, of course, like in a small cave, and then you go up, and when you see the logo of the game, and the game really opens up and you start to play, then there's so many things that you can do, right? So many missions and so many quests and so many things that you need to find. I'm not very far into the game. I think I played maybe 5 or 6 hours, I think. But it's a really awesome game. It's so vibrant, the colors. It's really so Nintendo. So Nintendo. That's a good thing to say
Yeah,
about
it
this
indeed.
game.
It very much feels to me like a follow-up to Mario Odyssey. I know you haven't played that one yet, but if you get done with this, really, I recommend Mario Odyssey as your next game. It's an excellent game. How they're able to put it in the game that you're literally able to smash everything is incredible to me.
Yeah, yeah, it
The
is.
the mechanics under the hood are oh, and
Yeah,
it's very stress relieving to just go around and just punch everything.
yeah,
Smash a hole in the ground. I'm done with this shit.
definitely. Also, graphically, how it looks and how it plays. This one feels like a true Switch 2 title. I'm thinking, yes, this is really something that on the first Switch would maybe not be able to release like
Be
this. So
possible, yes.
no, and I think that was actually their intention. From what I've heard, they had the intention to release this on the first Switch, but
Yeah, I think that's how it started, indeed.
yeah,
But
wait a second.
I don't think you'd be able to make the world so interactive on the Switch One. I don't
No,
think it would be able to handle it.
exactly.
Definitely, this feels like a real Switch 2 game. The first Switch 2 game that I felt actually I wanted.
Yeah, same.
First party, like everything else has just been kind of, whatever.
Yeah,
This is the first
exactly.
one that is like, yes, this is a real pickup.
Yeah, it is. It's so awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna put some more hours into it. But first, I gotta finish Silent Hill F.
Okay. I have two more. Recently, I finished. These are two games I actually already finished in the past. One is Portal 2.
Oh yeah, nice.
Portal is one of my favorite series ever. There's only two games. They're both only a couple of hours long. Like you can probably finish both of them in a weekend.
Yeah, you can.
But they're excellent games. Like they're first person puzzle games where you have to go through portals to be able to reach from one side of the level to the other one. And these games just started a whole genre of games that didn't exist before, where it's
Exactly.
first person puzzle games, which are one of my favorite genres now. There's been so many other games in that genre. I'm just looking behind me. There's, for example, the Talos Principle. There's Cube. There's so many other ones. But this is one of the games that all started with for me. And the first one actually was part of what's called the Orange Box. Now, this is a package of Half-Life with all the expansions, Team Fortress 2, and then they threw in Portal as an extra. It was just like
Yeah,
actually just a throwaway extra game. It's
it is.
crazy that it's like
But
this.
it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good. It became this whole thing, and then of course they made a sequel, Portal 2.
Yes.
I'm showing the PlayStation 3 version here. I actually bought it on the Xbox 360. Similar to the other game I just mentioned, where I just added it for like $5 to my shipment. I knew on the Xbox 360 I could play it on the Series X with upscaled resolution. It still looks great. It has excellent humor in it. The puzzles are kind of smart. Like they're not too hard. It's a relatively easy game. But it's just like for a rainy afternoon, if you're bored and you think I want to play something and just be done with it before the end of the weekend, that's a very strong recommendation for me.
Yeah, it's a really good game. And what I also like about that game is that it really gives you the feeling that you're so smart. When you're solving the stuff, it gives you that satisfying feeling like, whoa, I'm so smart. That's what I felt like, oh yes, I'm good. In the beginning you're a little bit searching like, okay, what are the mechanics, how you need to play this. But as soon as you figure it out and when you finish it, it's such a great feeling.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
good game,
it's
definitely.
definitely two great games. Portal 1, Portal 2, highly recommended if you've never played them before.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, well, the last one that I got recently, because yeah, I just had to. Yes,
Is
Cyberpunk.
this going to be a thing?
Yes, this is going to be a thing. We both have yeah, a good taste in games, right? So it happens a lot that we got the same ones. I already finished it on my Xbox Series. I bought it online in a sale, and then I also got the expansion Phantom Liberty. And yeah, it's so awesome that they put the whole game plus the Phantom Liberty expansion that they put this on a card. That's so. I
Yeah.
still cannot wrap my head around the fact everything is just here. It's just here. It's crazy. So yeah, I just had to support that, and the fact that you can play this in handheld, I had to get this game again. And when I started playing, I couldn't play anything else. I was so immersed in this cyberpunk world. See the background here, we got a little cyberpunk thing going.
Nice.
I really love it. When I saw this was getting a release on a Switch too, I was blown away. Like, oh my god, really? They're gonna do this? And it looks awesome from what I'm seeing. I saw a lot of reviews. I installed it. So whenever I'm really done with like my big game that I'm playing, which is Silent Hill, maybe I'll start this. But I know if I start this, I'm gonna lose myself again. Hours
Ah,
upon hours playing this. I'm gonna commit to it and start playing again. Then I'll just go for it. But
yeah,
I'm
no,
happy. Yeah.
I mean everyone knows this was one of the most disastrous releases of a game ever. When it was first released, it was so glitchy. It came out on systems that couldn't really run it. The PlayStation 4, the Xbox One couldn't really even.
Actually, I bought it on PS4, but it
I
was
I
so
remember
bad.
I remember years ago that you were like, "No, I'm gonna try it anyway," and
Yeah,
I was like holding my breath, thinking, "Oh, this is not gonna end well."
I played it on PS4, and really, I was just walking there in the game. Cars fall out of the air on the street. People are like this,
No, I
or
remember the
they are like
memes and
this, standing there around.
I
It
remember the
was
videos online.
crazy.
I guess you could have made a lot of funny videos just to share,
I should have done that.
like one of those games that you play because it's so bad, just to laugh at it. But
Yeah,
same thing for me, because I love the developer. They're very very good. I loved,
definitely.
if you remember the game that they released before this, The Witcher 3 was also excellent. I'll
Yeah,
get into that in a second. But this one, I was like, yeah, like let's wait a little bit till it's either good, or if it stays this way, then I'm good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And now several years later, to see this and to have it on, like you said, on a cartridge, the whole game with the
Yeah,
expansion.
crazy.
I've never actually played it before, so very soon I'm going to make time. I'm going to sit, and I'm sure it's going to be one of those games that I play it from beginning to end.
Things you can do in this game, man, it's so crazy.
Yeah, actually they also got The Witcher 3 on a Switch cartridge, on a Switch One cartridge.
Yeah,
I bought it on the Switch One, and I was same thing. I was blown away that it would even run on a Switch. Of course, the graphics are a bit less
yeah,
than on any other system. And now by now, there's Witcher 3 even on PlayStation 5, which upscaled resolution and increased graphics. So
of course.
it's not really comparable, but like the core game is still the same game, and it runs
Yeah,
excellent on Switch.
everything you do in the game is the same. Yeah, it just looks a little bit less. But if that's not a thing to you, you can just enjoy the game.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
fine.
Especially since you can now take it with you on the Switch. I mean, we all know there's also portable PCs like
Yeah.
your ROG or other things that, but
Yes.
those are so expensive. And remember, like especially a Switch One is how much is it? $300
Yeah.
to have a system like that and be able to run those kind of games. It still blows my mind.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Now to be able to run this someday soon, I'm gonna pop it in, and I'm sure I'm gonna be nobody's gonna hear from me for several weeks.
Nah, you'll be blown away. The characters in the game. You got Keanu Reeves, you got Idris Elba,
Eh,
you got so many, good actors actresses in the game. The story is so crazy. The action, the shooting is awesome. Locations. It's really one of my favorite games ever. Really. So I'm just happy to get it now. And by the way, the PS4 game I bought of Cyberpunk back in the day, I returned it. I was like, nah, I cannot do this thing. I cannot do this shit. Really, it was so bad. Actually, the guy who took the game back in, he said, "Yeah, you're not the first one." He
wow.
said, "Yeah, I got many people who returned the game." And how stupid is it? They released it on PS4, and later on 5. I think when they released it for PS4, I think PS5 was not out yet.
I
I
think it
think
was on the
so.
PS4 Pro, maybe.
Yeah, but really, the PS4 and the PS4 Pro and Xbox One versions, shouldn't have made that because it couldn't run it. Definitely, it was so bad. Really. Now if you play it on PC, PS5, or Xbox Series or Switch, it runs great. I've seen many videos of the Switch 2 version. Looking at the intro of the game on the Switch is already like crazy. Like wow, it looks so awesome. It's the same game. I'm also really curious about those extra ways that you can play it. You can play it like gyro, or you can play it like with the mouse. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna play it like this or with a controller.
I didn't
Still,
know
it's,
that. Cool.
it's
I'll
awesome.
try.
Yeah, there's like new ways that you can play it specifically for Switch 2. Since it like specifically made for Switch 2 these controls. Maybe I'll try it out to see how it works. But not the mouse. So, for me, the mouse function with something like this, it's crazy. I just want a controller.
Okay. So yeah, my last game, and I think then we'll take a quick break because we've been talking over an hour already.
Yeah.
This is a game this is the third time I'm playing through it, and that's Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I still need to get that one.
This is, in my opinion, the best Pokemon game probably ever. It's different from all the other ones because it's not so much turn-based. It's more like open world with action.
Yeah.
The reason I started it is two reasons. Firstly, of course, ZA is coming soon, and I wanted to kind of remind myself how the game plays. Because I always say I'm not gonna buy Pokemon games because this series is for kids, and then I always end up buying it anyway.
Yes.
So who am I lying to? Who am I
I see
tricking?
you playing a lot of Pokemon Scarlet. Every time I'm online, I see pop up. That's
Oh
the
yeah, no,
crazy
I'll
part of
I'll
it.
tell you what happens with that. But a thing a lot of people do in Pokemon is what's called shiny hunting. It's where you go into the game and there are extremely rare versions of Pokemon called shinies. They literally just have a different color. So, for example, if you know what a Charizard is, like the big
I
orange
know.
dragon, like you might get a black one, but there's only like a 1 in 1,000 chance to get a black one, and then you can increase those odds by doing things like eating a power up, and sometimes there's what's called mass outbreaks in the game where you log in and then there's giant groups of Pokemon.
Okay.
So you beat a whole bunch of those, you knock out like 60 of those, and then you just walk back and forth, spawning in more and more and more and more, and you eat those power up sandwiches, which you have to beat bosses to be able to get the ingredients to make the sandwiches,
Mm-hmm.
and then hopefully eventually you get what's called a shiny. Now shinies don't actually do anything special, but that's kind of like when you're done with everything else in the game, to keep yourself busy you can go what's called shiny hunting. So that's what I was
Yeah,
doing. You saw the probably the short I made yesterday. That
I
was
saw.
me going on a shiny hunt. So if you see me logging in every couple of days in a Pokemon game, I'm just like spending an hour looking for shinies, just if I have nothing
Looking for
better.
the shinies.
Yeah, like if I have nothing better to do, I literally just walk around in the game and then eventually, hopefully, find one. Anyway, so the same thing you can do here in Pokemon Legends Arceus, but the thing is that I had a playthrough and I had gone like 3/4 through the game. I'd beaten it, but I hadn't done all the post game stuff where you literally, it's Pokemon, you have to, as the saying goes, you have to catch them all.
Yep.
And but I hadn't really remembered where I was. And then a couple of months ago or a year ago, I started a second playthrough on my second account, and that one I completely finished, did 100%ed it. But then all the Pokemon I had, I couldn't transfer them over to my original save game. Like you can trade with other people, but you can't trade with yourself.
No.
Even if I have two save games, what am I going to do? So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll start over one last time. I'll save everything, and I get all the Pokemon, and then I'll finally be done with this game once and for all. So now this is the third time I'm playing it now. But the thing is, I already have almost all the Pokemon, so it's like a speed run. I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
basically probably in 10 20 hours what you're supposed to do in 60, but just to get done with
Okay.
this once and for all. Besides that, since it's the third time I'm playing it, it's very very good game. I know you this has never been your jam, but if you ever try it,
No. It's that.
if you ever want to put your toes in and try it, this is the game you should start with, definitely.
Yeah, you told me last time, and really, it's something. I've seen some gameplay, and also the fact that it looks a bit like Breath of the Wild. You know, the art style, it looks very nice, and it's open world. And I saw some gameplay, and I thought, yeah, this is something that I might like. So it's really on my list. The only reason I haven't gotten it yet is the price tag. I tried to get it a little bit cheaper, so I'll see. But it's definitely one on my
Yeah,
list.
it's also set in ancient Japan, or what goes for ancient Japan in the Pokemon world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's actually in the universe. What actually happens is like every Pokemon game is set in a different country. So in this game, you go back to the world of the fourth Pokemon games. By now, there's been 9 official Pokemon games. This is a
Okay.
spin-off. So you
Yeah.
go back in time to the country of the fourth game, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I think it was, except you're like hundreds of years in the past in ancient Japan, and all the Pokemon are like ancient versions, and like,
Yeah.
you're in this little village that you're trying to help out.
Nice.
It's not as kiddie as the other ones. Also, it's a bit more. You
A
won't
bit more mature. Yeah.
you wouldn't feel embarrassed playing it as a as a 42-year-old man.
I don't care about that, but yeah, it's really something I would definitely want to play. As there are so many Pokemon games, I just don't know where to start. What is it? Sword, Scarlet? I don't know where to start. But this one looks like something interesting. So yeah, I'll definitely get this one if I can find it in a nice sale.
Cool. Let's take a break for now. We've been talking
Yes,
for almost an hour and a half, and
let's do that.
be back soon.
Sure.